Yeah, your spot out right now. You gonna put it on Instagram. I bet your put it on Instagram at your house out. On God. You blocked from your page. I'm on your I'm following your I'm on your from my fake page.
You don't like him? Cause you was being mean. He felt your energy.
Man, I don't even play. I fly all the way to LA. Is that?
You ain't gonna touch him. You ain't gonna put an inch of him.
Hey man, ain't no cap in it.
No cap in my rap.
You feel what I'm saying?
The right way.
It's time.
The right way, bro.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right way.
Yeah, that way.
Yeah.
And go tell that.
Bro, your think have more hits than Kendrick, and you ain't damn sure ain't got more hits or anthems than me. You hard, boy, you tripping. And I ride past your house for sale sign up.
After Young Thug continues to have issues with police, he finally crashed out on IG Live to Gunna. However, it created one massive problem. The news wrote, the state of Georgia has filed a motion to revoke Young Thug's probation and send him back to jail. This is because the moment Gunna announced his album titled The Last One, Young Thug crashed out on Instagram Live.
We ain't even talk about these fake guys and fake houses with these pools. You can get put out of in the next 2-3 years and all that cheese. We ain't even finna talk about none of that. Like, none of that is the topic of, I guess. Yeah, your spot out right now. You gonna put it on Instagram. I bet your put it on Instagram at your house out. On God. You blocked from your page. I'm following your I'm on your from my fake page. Can't about to black me. I still see it. You post a picture. That ain't me on that picture. Lane Green. The whole world been thinking that too, man. I'm finna say gonna say something about that, man. That ain't me with that skirt on that with that hat. Man say he got more hits than me and Kendrick. Bro, your think got more hits than Kendrick, and you ain't damn sure ain't got more hits or anthems than me. You hard, boy, you tripping. And I ride past your house for sale sign up. Now you done went and took your whole money and put down on that goddamn house out there, man. And you couldn't finish paying it off. Now the lady that came took her shit back. Now your stupid gotta sell it.
But once the album was fully released, Young Thug would reply saying, "Nobody wanna hear that stuff," which rubbed Gunna the wrong way. He would post on his IG story before deleting, "Be quiet, bro. I don't mess with you no more. You unfollowed me because you ain't on the album." However, his response left fans speechless, as Gunna's album is titled The Last One because it's his last album with Young Thug's label, YSL. This resulted in Young Thug sharing a snippet at a club party he was at.
Young Thug ain't even doing subliminals. He's just straight up name. Hear this. He said, "Yeah, Gotti, he tricked me for some years. I ain't know that was telling." And then he says, "The only reason I with you, Gunna, it was because of Troop." Now, Troop is like some other Atlanta. And supposedly that's how the story of how he kind of meets Gunna. But Young Thug is flat out saying it. I don't rock with these rats. That's what he's saying. He believes they're cooperants, okay? Now, you know, there's a tasteful way to do it in music, and there's a I don't give a let's crash out drill music type of way, where you just say their names and call them rats.
Which is completely against his probation agreement, raising the question of why is Young Thug so angry as academics would explain the hidden details.
Gunna's plan, I'm telling you this is a fact. He always thought Thug would be free, but he thought that once Thug got his freedom and didn't get all those years, granted, I think he got let out maybe a year and a half before Thug, he thought Thug would forgive him. Thug would be like, "All right, bro, yeah, you right. Like, what they caught you up on wasn't really, it's all good. You're my mans. You're still." Thug is not letting it go. So Gunna at that point realizes, not only is Thug free, there's no place for me on YSL anymore. And there's no love, and there's no more returning to that friendship. Gunna always wanted to get back together. Thug never wanted to. And now, Gunna has accepted that. What happened is that Gunna had a YSL tattoo. He's now covered it up. You see some flames. This is the new fit Gunna. He's covered up YSL, the snake, and also the word YSL.
But this resulted in thousands of fans spamming Young Thug to forgive Gunna for what he did, which only made Thug laugh in the studio, showing he's doing just fine.
P, that's some pounds, P.
How much you want to wait, P?
You go pound,
Go pound, you go bag.
in that bag.
I'll take.
Go ahead.
But this was a mistake for Young Thug, because the Atlanta DA is submitting paperwork to revoke his probation agreement due to Thug's lyrics in his song Money on Money. Not only did he diss Gunna in the song, but he also dissed the investigator with who Gunna made his plea deal.
What Young Thug did to have and this is how you know this 4 p.m. is real. Young Thug posted the woman. This is Marissa Vivierto. He said, biggest liar in the DA office. He posted her, okay? And then he also reposted, all my homies hate Vivierdo. Now, this is someone who is a officer of the law. This is someone who is a government official. When you do that and you're under probation, the government is going to be like, oh, you sending a smoke signal that people should hurt this woman? That's why they're doing a motion to revoke his shit. Why did he do this? Because she's testifying in the OMF case, and she's basically saying, yo, OMF and 4PF, Lil Baby and them, they're beefing and is dying, and indictment's finna come down.
Due to this, the news wrote, the state of Georgia has filed a motion to revoke Young Thug's probation and send him back to jail, as they will use his recent lyrics against him. Young Thug raps in money on money. These guys telling for nothing, and I gotta be the one calling them friends, as Young Thug spoke about it for the first time.
I just like to help people, you know?
One of those artists was Gunna. You guys did a ton of songs together.
Yeah.
Very successful on your label.
Yeah.
He was arrested about the same time as you. I think a lot of people wonder what that relationship is like now.
Yeah, I know everybody wondering that.
What's it like?
I don't know.
However, this got him in trouble. The news posted, Young Thug's legal troubles continue to bother him. Atlanta police target him well after being released from jail. As it didn't help that Thug just tweeted, if you a rapper and you a rat, you gotta just go gospel twin. As the tweet went viral with a fan commenting, you are literally not even legally allowed to rap about gangster stuff anymore, bro. You do gospel. Gathering 100,000 likes and 3 million views, unfortunately with how viral it went, it got police attention. It was announced, Academic speaks on Young Thug getting released and says the stipulations that he's got are a setup for the court to try to put Young Thug back in jail. As Academic says, it's a setup for Thug to fail and go to prison again.
I know some of his fans think he beat the case. He definitely didn't beat the case. Beat the case means you got no stipulations. The Young Thug thing is a win, but it's also a huge setup. If you gonna tell me that they're gonna monitor him on a probationary basis for 15 years, can't be in Atlanta, can't communicate with co-defendants or members, he can't rap about, he can't promote any music that has to do with what they believe is activity. Well, he's always gonna talk about him and he's doing his thing. They might consider that activity. He might be like, yo, man, it's like, yo, we going to the park getting lit. We going to the club getting lit. They might be like, oh no, you talking about again. So, we celebrating right now because I think we could all see, if you follow that trial at all, whether you're a fan of Thug or not, you can see the pain, you can see was going through it. Like, he gained a lot of weight. Everybody know Thug was not that weight, so we happy he got out, but we definitely got to be very cognizant of how it's going to play out.
But everything went crazy after a report shared. Whack 100 says he has 2 hours of footage of Gunna telling on Young Thug in an interrogation room, making many believe the feds are getting ready again for another YSL case.
Hey Gunna, listen, I'm putting it together. I'm gonna give you some time. I don't know, 24 hours, 12 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 1 hour. I don't know. I'm gonna give you some time though, Gunna, for you to go ahead on and confess. Confess to the world about all the telling you did. You know that interrogation? Yeah, guess who got it? 2 hours? Boy, you was in there talking more than Hurricane Katrina. The only thing he did wrong was let him record him. You know what I'm talking about.
But while most people disliked Gunna for his snitching initially, Charleston White said he's happy he did it.
Gunna is out of prison. I never thought I would be happy to say y'all, Gunna is out of prison. Now, I'm glad he got out by telling. I think that was smart, Gunna. I'm a Gunna fan now. I'm gonna tell.
Charleston even said that he would have done the same thing on an Instagram Live.
I wouldn't say what Gunna did was a snitch, because Gunna's not a He made a confession.
As the new police file against Young Thug was released in the Atlanta court system today. A week into Young Thug being free, he tweeted, "Wham, let's drop one on these rats," with the name Wham referring to rapper Lil Baby. As the two of them are still cool, but they hate Gunna. Baby responded to Young Thug on Instagram saying, "We should." The next day, Thug tweeted, "Gunna, stop acting like we friends on the internet. I don't know you, my guy," which got the attention of Gunna and his brother. Gunna's brother would say, "Trust and believe the feeling is mutual." But that night, Young Thug linked up with T.I. to post an Instagram story where Young Thug clearly says he's home and did it the right way, sneak dissing Gunna.
Hey man, what you gotta tell these people?
Back. Back, Jack.
You feel me?
You did.
Hey man, ain't no cap in it.
No cap in my right.
You feel what I'm saying?
The right way.
It's time.
The right way, bro.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right way.
Yeah, that way.
Yeah.
and go tell that.
T.I. even took Young Thug's side. Young Thug then went on Instagram Live.
Think I miss you.
I miss you too. What you doing?
Nothing, bored. You don't like him?
No, if I'm up in the room.
Cause you was being mean. He felt your energy.
Man, I don't even play. I fly all the way to LA. Is that?
You ain't gonna touch him. You ain't gonna with an inch of him.
Fans were spamming Young Thug to stop trolling and dissing Gunna. It won't end well legally for him. But the trolling didn't stop here, as academics would just so happen to get information that Young Thug was making several calls with rappers when he was in jail, where Young Thug told rappers to avoid Gunna.
The streets are so atrocious. Young Thug told everybody that Gunna was a snitch. I'm telling you this, I don't give a if you believe me. That's what he sent to. Or he sent a message to Dirk, Baby. There's a few other rappers, I just won't call their names. Just because some of them just told me in privacy. All of them rappers start not f***ing with Gunna, speaking out, they're chilling away. Thug got out, Gunna kinda hot. Ain't like you're trying to really like jump and work with Gunna, but
fans wondered who would leak this to academics randomly, and they believe it was Thug wanting the information out to the public, but couldn't legally say it himself. With Young Thug dissing and trolling, Gunna finally responded, but he did it through his lawyer. He writes, "I was Gunna's attorney, but I am not speaking on his behalf." This long post is solely to set out the truth. Gunna did not cooperate and did nothing and said nothing to affect Thug's case.
And you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance.
Yes, ma'am.
You were present along with Jeffrey Williams, wherein hydrants and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am.
He spent 8 months in jail and was released in December 2022 after entering an Alford plea. Gunna's plea could not and was not used at Thug's trial, and he was never even named as a witness. He received a 5-year suspended sentence with no reporting, no travel restrictions, no living restrictions, and no probation. Over the last 2 years, from media reports, he has performed all over the world, achieved international fame and recognition, and earned millions of dollars. Conversely, Thug went to trial and eventually pled guilty in nolo after spending 30 months in jail, received 15 years probation with reporting conditions, and is not even allowed to live in Atlanta. Those that have and continue to badmouth Gunna, get over it, as this even made 6ix9ine react.
He just implicated YSL being so now he's home, right? All the people who's locked up, like Jeffrey, like Young Thug, now he can't go with that defense. He can't go with the defense of saying, I'm a record label.
However, Gunna's plea deal didn't only affect Young Thug's life, but also Baby's. It was just announced, once y'all learn the entire effects of Gunna snitching in that YSL trial, then you'll realize why Thug and Baby will never be cool with him again. The Atlanta police wrote, the head of the Georgia PD Council's gang unit says his office is preparing to defend against a potential 4 PF RICO, with the official paperwork name-dropping Baby. But what's even scarier is that at the court hearing today, the police mentioned evidence. An investigator in the court wrote, Investigator Viverito is on the stand. We are listening to wiretapped calls. Someone mentioned that Baby had tickets on some people's heads, meaning Baby placed money to have people dealt with, similar to Dirk's M for hire.
Like, come on, bro, you know what's finna go on. Like, how the hell you can, you know what I'm saying? They ain't even like that, man. Them got tickets on a lot of these folks, I'm telling you.
We just heard somebody say these folks got tickets on these people. We know what's going on. First of all, who was that said that about the tickets?
Unc, the unidentified male that was being referred to as Unc.
And he's speaking with Mr. Sanders?
Correct.
And what, in your experience, do you know what tickets are?
A price on somebody's head.
What do you mean by what do you mean on somebody's head? What is that?
Like a bounty.
Okay. To have them arrested?
Or
and who were they referring to in that portion of the call?
They were saying that they had heard that Dominique Jones had tickets on a lot of people's heads.
Dominique Jones had wanted to have people harmed.
Correct.
All right, moving on.
The investigator who obtained the wiretap call is the same lady Gunna made his plea deal with, and is the same lady Young Thug dissed earlier in the video. This got the attention of Snoop Dogg, who tweeted, first Young Thug, and now Baby being played by that Atlanta DA. Y'all Atlanta rappers be careful, as the news would reveal an important update saying, Baby taken into county jail for questioning on the passing of Jacody Davis and Lamont Freeman. Police question why he closed 4 PF after the crime took place.
Atlanta police are blaming a local rapper's music video for the deaths of 2 13-year-olds and a $50,000 reward is being offered for more information. So far, 7 people have already been arrested.
Between the bullets, it was nothing but bullets, pop, 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 pop.
At least 25 shots fired.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was just a concert. I was waiting for Lil Baby to come buy my tacos up.
Where it was then announced, Baby reveals he ended his record label, 4PF, to avoid it being labeled as a street team.
First 4 Pockets Full had to come to an end. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. When you say of course, I mean, why you say of course?
Because it's all shit that be going on. And I had to start learning that, like, other people's actions I could be held accountable for.
Right.
I ain't know all that at first. You know what I'm saying? I never would have went that route, but I ain't know. You know what I'm saying? Now that I know, I'll be a fool to just keep the same thing going. They trying to make something out of something that it ain't.
Right.
Like, if I got any kind of control of, hey, we're gonna switch that whole thing up. It ain't even just about the police, it's just period. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never was supposed to make my label something that I talk about.
But did you know the official police report reads, the Atlanta Police Department is calling out Baby, saying his actions led to the passing of 2 young individuals last summer. During a press conference on Wednesday, the Atlanta PD announced 7 arrests had been made in connection to the passing of Jacody Davis and Lamon Freeman. Major Ralph stated the incidents were part of a street war that started with an incident at Baby's music video shoot last May, where 3 people were injured, while strongly saying this team will work relentlessly to hold you accountable, referring to Baby.
The investigation aspect of this, Lamont Freeman was allowed to be a 13-year-old for 27 minutes before gang violence ultimately took his life. Gang violence was orchestrated by adults in our city, and cowardly acts of an Atlanta-based rapper that decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been. And in the subsequent days, we saw and ultimately the deaths of 2 children as a result of his cowardly actions. And you know who you are. And I tell you that this team will work relentlessly to hold you and the persons that you are affiliated with responsible for those actions.
As Baby recorded a music video on an ops block outside of a taco shop. However, the same lady featured on the news clip told the ops Baby was there, posting on her Facebook. Baby's at the taco shop, 3 cars deep, recording a video.
Where y'all at? We over here kicking in. We got Lil Baby shooting a video around here. We know how we do it, that slapping taco. Baby, there he go, Y'all see him? He came to get him some tacos, baby. Y'all better pull up. Cause you already know how we doing this slapping tacos, baby.
According to the police, the ops weren't even aware Baby was there filming. It was her Facebook video that got the attention of them, making them pull up with firearms. But what's scary is the feds are blaming Baby. This resulted in a viral tweet that shares, the Atlanta DA wasn't successful getting Young Thug. Watch, she will now target Baby and use him as an example for the rest of the rappers, supplying gangs with fame, money, and items for street crimes. Because the feds announcing this crime having Baby involved answers one of the biggest questions the rap industry had, which was why did Baby close 4PF? Did you know that after Baby's Wham album release, it was announced that Baby's album Wham was a rushed release due to legal battles coming his way? Him closing 4PF was the first sign to this, as the feds already warned the public about Baby's involvement in Atlanta crimes on the news.
An in-depth investigation. Recent months, you've had 2 high-profile racketeering cases. There's gonna be more.
Over the next 60 days, you'll see 2 more.
As DJ Academics even revealed the trap that the Atlanta DA Fannie Willis was placing on rappers. This was confirmed just 1 week later. It was announced Baby was arrested Monday night for carrying a concealed firearm without a permit and was sent to the Clark County Detention Center where he was being held on $5,000 bail.
I need 20 bands, call his number for me. Hey, security, the black guy, call his number for me. They locking me up for a gun, but I got license. Security. I need 200 bands a year. I swear to God, security. Security. I need 200 bands a year. You don't make 200 bands here. Hey, lady, my check leave at 9:10. Nah, check me good. I gotta my nuts. Check me good. You on the camera? I gotta my nuts. Check me good. I gotta. All right, y'all let me that cost you. That's dead. Y'all.
However, it's a lot deeper than this, as just 8 months ago, DJ Academics would reveal on stream while showing the evidence file of 4PF on the RICO documents that YSL was on.
I've heard 2 of them. Like, I've heard the 2 of them. They're like, yo, these are going first, then these are going first. I've heard the names. And I don't know if I should say it, Again, I got nothing to do with no investigation for nothing, whatever. But these are top rappers. Well, one's a top rapper. The other one, matter of fact, I'll do the segment without saying a name. I'll just say this. I believe you know who the obvious name is. They're in Atlanta. They go by three letters. They've been popping. One of the top, I would say, 3 rappers in the game.
But now, in present day, with the YSL case being over, Academics was finally able to reveal everything, as Baby's recent arrests seem almost like a warning for the massive RICO charge coming his way.
I'm gonna tell you some things that you're gonna have to take my word or don't believe it. It's fine. I don't care either or. When Fonnie Willis started targeting YSL, Fonnie Willis had a bunch of people to target. She wanted Thug. She got YFN. So she got YSL, YFN. Eventually, they were going to get to 4PF. That's one of the reasons they changed their names, by the way. Except, from what I heard, the feds told them, it's okay, we got it. So the feds told them, like, it's okay if you dismiss the charge. So they didn't go that hard with trying to get Dirk, especially after Von died. They dropped that case. They dropped it, but the feds has realized we gonna get Dirk eventually. Doing the math? You see why Lil Baby is moving the way he been? Because Lil Baby hasn't been on Fed watch. He's been on county state watch.
The Atlanta DA wasn't successful targeting Young Thug, so it's likely they will try Baby next, as many believe it's a result on Gunna's plea deal. The evidence supporting that claim is that a month after Gunna snitched out, Baby was arrested for illegal window tints, with the official footage being released.
Huh? Man, you know why I pull you open up these windows, they tinted. You can't see nothing out.
I'm a celebrity, man. Nobody can't see me. Give me my ticket. Let me ride.
I don't know what celebrity you are.
It don't matter. They give me my ticket. Let me ride. I can't have nobody seeing me right here. I'm gonna let my window up.
Oh yeah, you good, but you can't have that tinted window, man.
Alright, they give me the ticket. Have a good day, man.
Now, who are you? You say you
My name Lil Baby.
Okay, I just need you to sign right here, okay?
You got a pen? 327. You don't be want to have you gotta have tickets in Atlanta. These folks crazy. I take a ticket, then somebody follow me home.
Put a 32.
Huh?
You can put a 32. If you got a medical exception, you can get the 10.
The body cam footage would end up being corrupted, leaving many wondering what truly happened in the aftermath, as Baby ended up getting arrested for an illegal window tint, which is extremely rare. Many online commented that Baby could have been detained and treated poorly for the color of his skin, which has been a huge problem in the United States. Thankfully, Baby flew his lawyer out on a private jet, which led to Baby getting bailed out that night.